Hey guys, Shinobi here with another video. This time it's going to be a gold making video. You guys have been wanting more gold guides out of me, so instead of just giving you one gold guide, I'm going to give you two in one video, and then we're going to compare which one's better. In this new series that I've started called Comparing Gold Making Methods. Now this week we're going to compare selling ghost iron ore just by the stacks, or prospecting them and then selling the things that you can craft, and then also selling the materials that you get from prospecting. Remember, hit like and be subscribed to the channel because I have more gold guides coming. A lot of the gold guides I made in the past in Cataclysm got hundreds of thousands of views, and I plan to keep doing that in Mists of Pandaria. So enjoy the video, and here we go. Now I'm going to treat this as though you just got jewel crafting. Aside from having every single pattern out there, let's just say you just leveled up jewel crafting like I did on the Alliance on this character here. I have all the professions on the Horde, but because recently I came to Darkspear Alliance, I leveled up 3 level 90s on here, I leveled up a bunch of professions. So we're going to treat it as though you just have jewel crafting now, you just leveled it up. And then we're going to match that against this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take, I have 24 stacks each here, so 48 stacks total. We're going to see how much it costs on the weekend right now for ghost iron ore to sell just the stacks, and then we're also going to check on the prospecting stuff as well. So getting into here, this is something you need to have. Now it's my prospecting macro. I introduced this back in Cataclysm. I like it, it's very nice. All you do, I'll display it on the screen bigger for you so you can see. So you can just do the show tooltip thing for prospecting, /use prospecting, /use ghost iron ore. Now you can also throw in there white trillium as well and black trillium if you wanted to, and then it will take it for you and it will prospect it for you with just one click, and you don't have to click and then click and then click and then click. It's literally just, one button push, which makes it really easy. So make sure you do that because that's going to be really important. But I do want to mention though that if you have, say, this situation right here where you have white trillium and there's 6 of them, well, it prospects 5 at a time. So if you were to put white trillium in there as well and you have 6 here, which is a weird number, it's going to mess up. So make sure you have even stacks of everything while you're doing this, or just kind of fix it accordingly, and that's how it goes. So I'm going to get into prospecting this and show you all of that, and then get into the rest in just a second. So here we go. Alright, and now we're done prospecting all the stacks we were going to. We have the leftover ghost iron ore, the 24 that we were going to just sell by the stack. Now you want to go into your, look at what you got here and see what pretty much what you have chances on making. One good thing to do every day is to try to discover some new patterns and everything like that. While you're doing this, you can make a little bit of gold out of it too by getting maybe some decent gems that you can also sell on the auction house. So we're going to do the daily one for the red one right here, and let's see if we get lucky. Alright, and we did discover a precise primordial ruby here, so let's go ahead and look down and see which one this one is. Purple. Of course it would be like the last one. Oh, I already passed it, I guess. It's all the way up here. Here it is. Yep. So this one, so that's not a very good one that we got. That's no big deal though. Let's take a look at what was inside. So we got 2 bolds, Now there's going to be a lot of RNG here. Well, I got a bold and an agility one too, a delicate one. So we'll be able to sell those as well. And we'll see how much gold we get off of that. We can also vendor this item right here. You're going to go ahead and discover all of these sparkling shards to get your serpent eyes, because you're going to need them for crafting stuff. So just go ahead and right click all of those and get as many as we can here. And that's going to be it. So we're going to get 11 out of that. Okay. Put all these together. Now I'm going to go do some comparing on the auction house, take a look at some prices, and I'll be right back. One thing that you want to do when you're comparing which rings you're going to sell on the auction house, because we have 11 of the serpent eyes, we're able to make just one of the rings. And there's also necklaces as well too down here. So we're going to compare and just kind of see which one we can get the most bang for our buck here. And that's going to be kind of a big deal. So what I like to do is I go through and just kind of click each one and see what the general price is for all of them. So 229 here. There's the next one, 316. Next one, 370. This one, 700 and something. That's decent. Maybe that's a fluke though. I don't know. We'll check it out. Then we have 132 for this one. Let's go back up to the... Now these are only eye level 450. They're not the greatest, but people do buy this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't like put a lot of, a lot of emphasis in it and thinking that you're gonna just get rich off of these ones. You're not going to, but they do sell. 746 here for stamina strength. Okay, and then drops down. So you can see that some of them just kind of really stand out here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the stamina strength one, just because it's going to look like the one that's going to make the most sense. And let's once again take a look at the stamina strength one. So 747, 746. I'm going to throw this up. See, I made some other ones before. I made about 30 of them before, and those are the only two that I have left of the other kind. So we'll put this one up for 742 and 700 bid. So that's that right there. Now let's get into the rest of it. So the next thing we're going to do that we've established, we're going to just sell this straight up to the auction house right here. We're going to sell these individually to the auction house as well. We're making it seem like we don't have, like we just got jewel crafting. So we obviously could make these into gems, cut gems later on, but I'm just saying this is the basics right here. So if you were just selling the materials that you get from prospecting, what would you get? And then we're just going to sell all this stuff individually here. Now as far as the green ones up here, I showed you guys a method in the past called the ore shuffle, which got really popular on YouTube, and it actually is pretty much prospecting the ore, getting those materials, making greens, and then DEing those and selling that on the auction house. Now we're only playing it off as though we don't have disenchanting, we don't have enchanting. All we had was mining and prospecting, so it's a basic guide. Next time we're going to see what the ore shuffle does against the winner of this match and see which one is going to make more. So pretty much what we're going to do instead is we're going to go ahead and make the green necklaces anyways, because they can proc to give you a 415 blue necklace, which you can sell in the auction house for 50 to 60 gold sometimes, and then the green ones you can sell for about 15 to 20 gold each too. So we're going to go ahead and do that and see what kind of gold we can make out of doing that, just the bare basics that you would get. And then you could also just assume that it would just be even more gold if you were to take it to the next level and add enchanting into the mix. So I want to make that very clear with you guys. Also, whatever one is the winner as well, I want you guys to do the same test on your server as well. Tell me what the best method is for you on your server. Put it in the comments below. Say, it was better for me to sell ghost iron ore, so, I'm on Alliance on, Dark Moon or some server or something like that. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to go ahead and craft all the necklaces and the rings here and see what our grand totals are going to be after we do everything on the auction house. So I'll see you in just 1 minute. Alright guys, we're here at the totals now, and looking on the screen you can see that I procced 4 of the blue ornate rings, selling for 400 gold total for all of them. Then 2 I got of the blue necklaces, the Shadowfire necklaces, so those sell for about 100 gold each. I've already sold a couple while I was actually making this video here, so they do sell, trust me they do. 415 items at level 85. People buy those up because they want to level up all characters, and they definitely are popular. Then also we had 38 of the green rings and necklaces. Now you could disenchant those if you were an enchanter, but this was just strictly if you just have jewel crafting and mining for this video. We'll talk more later on about really maximizing your gold later on in the future, so make sure you're subscribed for that. I'm going to show you a lot of methods you can do. So for the sake of this video, we just went ahead and vendored those because you can't really do much more. You can put them on the auction house for 10 gold each. They're probably not going to sell, and they vendor for 9 gold. So I vendored them all, getting 342 gold. Moving on, we have 2 of the strength/agility gems. You saw those ones that we ended up getting when we made our daily theme. So those are only 30 gold. The red gems that are cut aren't selling for very well right now. Then we also had 5 of the vermilion onyx, which sold for 550 gold. They sold for about 110 gold each, which is pretty good. Now I'm selling this stuff on the weekend, so prices can change on my server, your server. They can even change tomorrow and be completely different. However, that's just something you have to take into consideration. Make sure you look at the date of my video. And like you can see, I just sold a bunch of the wild jades. Look at the date of my video when you're actually watching this. It could be 3 months from now, and the prices could be completely different. So don't judge it off of what you see on the screen. Look at the date, and then also look on your server as well. In the comments down below, I want you guys to make sure that you put down there, your server, what day you check these prices, everything like that, so that people can use that as reference when they come here. So say, you're not on Darkspear and you're on, like Maelstrom or something like that, and you're like, oh, I'm a Maelstrom, but this guy's on Darkspear. Oh, someone down there said Maelstrom selling for about the same. Okay, great. And it helps other people out too. And it also shows off your server's economy. So then the next one here, we have 6 Rivers Hearts, which sold for 180 gold total. And then we have 2 of the Primordial Rubies. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. For only 30 gold. Those ones really suck. The Wild Jades just sold, and they sold 5 of them for 320 gold. So that was pretty awesome. Then we have 4 of the Imperial Amethyst, which is 220 gold total, 3 of the Sun's Radiance, which is 99 gold total, and then 5 of the Serpent Eyes, which sold for 130 gold total, plus 742 gold for that eye level 450 blue item we made earlier. So the grand total is 3243, or 3,243 golds for the prospecting materials for all of that, and that's all of it right there. Now reversing that up against the Ghost Iron stacks, which sold for 1,320 gold for 24 stacks, which is the same amount of materials that we used prospecting for the prospecting thing we did. Those sold for 55 gold each on the auction house, coming out to 1,320 gold. So when you match them up against each other, you're almost about double for doing prospecting. So does it pay off to do jewel crafting and prospecting? It definitely does. So this match is going to go to prospecting. Next time we'll put prospecting up against versus something else. Leave in the comments what you'd like, your methods that you would like to see on the channel, and if I pick yours, your name will be in the video and I'll shout out to you. Anyways, I did make some other videos recently, some World of Warcraft ones, some more gold guides, and some other guides. If you want to find out how to level up jewel crafting, I made a guide on that. You can click that on the screen, and then also if you want to find a way to make a little bit of gold during Dark Moon Fair, I also have another annotation on the screen there you can click. Until next time, I'm Shinobi, and thanks for watching.